Hello, this is Vicky from Lancashire Women, and today I'm doing a short tutorial on how to sign up for a Gmail account. Gmail is the email package that's provided by Google, and it's a very popular one. And today I will be setting this up using my computer. But the first thing that you'll need to do is make sure you can access the internet. On my computer today, I'm going to be using Google Chrome browser to get onto the internet. If you're on a laptop like me and you don't have the Chrome browser downloaded, then you can also use Internet Explorer or Firefox or any other web browser. If you were to go on to Internet Explorer, once Explorer opened up, you would just have to type in this box at the top, Gmail. So as you can see, if I start typing it, GM, we already get Gmail coming up. Okay, so different options for Gmail: sign in, email, login, and all of those. But we also get the little icon up here for Gmail, and this is the icon, this little red M. So I could just click on that, and this screen appears. Okay, the search results screen appears, and then I've got different options here. Again, it's showing the icon over here, but mail.google.com is the main web page, and we've got either an option to log in or sign up. If I clicked on this sign up, then it'll take me through the process of what I need to do to sign up to get a new Gmail account, which is pretty similar to how I'm going to be doing it now on Google Chrome. So I'll just close that one down. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to use Google Chrome. So I've just opened up the Chrome browser. This is the search screen, and it has the word Google in the center of it. Sometimes this looks a little bit different when you're on a laptop. The word Google might not appear like this. It might appear as a picture or something like that. Don't get put off by that. They're just called Google Doodles, just there to entertain us. But the screen should look something similar to this, with a little search bar up at the top here. There's also a search bar here, which says search Google or type URL, which is just the web address if you do have it. This box here and this box up here are the same thing. So you'll notice that if I started typing in here, it would jump up here anyway. Okay, opened up Chrome. You should see in the top right-hand corner of the Google search screen, this little link that takes you straight to Gmail. If for some reason this link didn't appear on your Google search screen, then you could just type Gmail in here or in here, and the search results would be the same as they were when we went on Internet Explorer. Okay, but I'm just going to click on this little Gmail link up here. Okay, and it's taken me to this screen. All right, it says sign in to continue to Gmail, and if I already had any Gmail account, I could just type that address in there and then click on the next button. What I'm going to do today is assume that we haven't got a Gmail account, and I'm just going to go down to this link here that says create account. So I will click on that. And it says create account for myself or to manage my business. And so I will choose the for myself option. Okay. So it pretty much takes you now through the process that you need to do. There's just a few steps that you need to do to create your Google account. Okay. So it's asking me first of all for my first name. So I'll type that in. And I just click on this next box and type in my surname. Okay. And then you can see, once I've done that, once I've typed in my first name and my surname, it's come up with an option, okay, of what my email address will be. The reason it does this is because obviously a lot of people all over the world use Gmail accounts for their email. And so there may be lots and lots of other Vicky Hutchinsons out there in the world, and the first one to have got to Gmail might have put in vicky.hutchinson@gmail.com and got that email address. So that's gone now. So what it's giving me are some options that haven't been taken by all the Vicky Hutchinsons out there in the world. So it's given me this one, VH5, lots of numbers. So that one doesn't really appeal to me. So what I'm going to go with is this one, Hutchinson Vicky 06. Okay, which just makes a bit more sense. If you want to change that, you can just click in that box, and you can see now that it's gone blue all the way around it, and my little cursor is flashing. And I can just delete that and put in something that makes more sense to me. Again, Gmail will tell me if that is already taken by somebody else, and you might have to try a few times. If you definitely want a different email address to what they're suggesting, you might have to try a few different variations before you get one that hasn't been taken. Okay, but you can change this to something a bit more meaningful, as I said, as long as it's not been taken. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do, or it's asking you to do, is put in a password. All right, so you now have to create a password. Something that is 8 or more characters and is a mix of letters, numbers and symbols. Okay. It's best to use something that you're going to remember, but not something that's obvious. Okay. Something that's fairly complicated, but not too complicated that you won't end up remembering it. Okay. So I'm just going to put a password in here now. So then I just click on this confirm button, and the confirm button is just there so that you type that password exactly again, because you might have typed something, and because we can only see dots on the screen, what you've actually typed is slightly different to what you thought you'd typed. Okay, because we can all make typing mistakes. All right, so the reason that you have to confirm it is just to make sure that you have typed exactly the same thing twice. Okay, if for any reason that you don't do this correctly, it will go red to tell you that and it will tell you that the password is incorrect. If then you think, oh, well, I have no idea because it's only dots, I have no idea what I've done wrong, you can click on this little I that's got a line through it at the moment, and that will show you, instead of dots, it will show you the actual password. So once you've done that, you'll be able to see both passwords that are written there, and you'll be able to see where the mistake lies, and you can change it. Okay. So hopefully I won't make a spelling mistake. And I've put that password in again now. Okay. So if I just click on next, it takes us to this next section. Okay. So the passwords were fine because it hasn't come up with an error. So now what it's asking is for a phone number. I won't be putting a phone number in at the moment. As you can see here, it says optional. It is best to do that if you've got a mobile phone, because if for any reason you forget that password that you've just written in the boxes, you might need to reset your password. And in order to reset your password, what you will need to do is let Google send you an email, a text rather, with a code, a unique code that you then put into the computer, so it knows that it's you that's trying to change it, and then it will let you change your password to something different. Recovery email, for the same reasons, that if for any reason you get locked out of your email account, you've forgotten your password, this kind of thing, or something's gone wrong, then Gmail's got a different email in which to contact you. All right. But I won't be putting anything in those at the moment. You can always add these later as well, if you needed to. So the next thing that I need to do is put in my date of birth, and then choose the month and choose the year. Okay. Just by clicking on each of these boxes, typing in the year, choosing the month. Okay. And then choosing one of the options. Wherever you've got a box that's got a little arrowhead that's pointing down, If you click on that, it'll give you some options that you can then just click on rather than just typing in, okay? So once I've entered my date of birth and answered the gender question, it will take us to the privacy and terms. This is all the terms of service, privacy policy that Google has. Okay, so it's just telling you how they deal with your data and this kind of thing. Okay, so that's a long document that you can read through. Then once you've had a look at that, you can click on I agree to Google's terms of service, and I agree to the processing of my information as described above. You'll have to do this. If you don't click either of those two boxes, then it won't let you go any further anyway, okay? And then you simply click on the create account. Get this little box coming up. Again, it's just about them sending ads and recommendations and things like that, okay? And that you can choose the more options bit over here to change any of these settings, okay? I'm just going to confirm that. I just have to wait for a few moments. We can see at the bottom it's saying waiting for Google. And here we go. And that's pretty much it. You've set up your Gmail account. You've got a little welcome screen here. So it says welcome. And then when you keep pressing this next button, it'll ask you to choose a different view. So there's default view, comfortable view, compact view. I always generally go with the default view. And that's just how your emails are going to be displayed, how your inbox is going to be displayed. So I'll just leave it as default. Okay. And here you can see this is pretty much your Gmail account all sorted. The last thing that I'm going to show you in this tutorial is very important, and that is the signing out process. Okay. Whenever you're on Gmail, if you're on a public computer particularly, such as a computer at the library or a job centre, something like that, you must always sign out of your account. And that doesn't mean just clicking on this cross at the top, which sometimes people do. What you would really need to do is click on the little icon over here. Mine has a V in it because that's the first initial of my name. Yours will have probably the first initial of your name in, and maybe a different colour. But if you click on that, and you can see, if you go down, it says sign out. And so if I click on that sign out button, it takes me out of that account and it tells me that I've signed out. This means that the next person to come on use the same public computer that I've just been on, if they start going into their Gmail, it won't open up my Gmail account. It'll ask them for their details and their password and let them into their Gmail account. Okay, hope this was useful. If you have any questions, then don't forget you can always contact us at Lancashire Women. Thank you. Bye.